When Daniel Reeves opened his eyes, sunlight streamed through the bedroom window, casting warm patterns on the hardwood floor. He could hear the distant laughter of his children, Emma and Caleb, bickering over cereal downstairs. Beside him, Sarah stirred slightly, pulling the blanket closer. The scent of coffee was already floating up the stairs. Another ordinary Tuesday. By 8:15, Daniel was in the office elevator, sipping lukewarm coffee and thinking about a spreadsheet he didn't want to open. The corporate grind was numbing, but stable, comfortable. He had a home, a family, a routine, and then he blinked. When he opened his eyes again, the world was gone. The ceiling above him was metal, not plaster. Dim, flickering blue light replaced the sun. His body ached in strange places. He was lying on something cold, contoured to his back. Panic surged in his chest. He sat up too quickly and hit his head on the inside of a glass canopy. It hissed open. Steam spilled out around him, and a mechanical chime sounded softly. He gasped for air, lungs pulling in the sterile tang of recycled oxygen. Daniel stumbled out of the pod, naked except for a thin gray bodysuit that clung to his skin. The floor was smooth metal, faintly vibrating. The chamber stretched into the distance. Hundreds, no, thousands of identical pods, each with a person sleeping inside, bathed in pale blue light. He shouted. Nothing. Just the hum of machinery and the echo of his own voice. Where am I? He whispered, throat raw. The pod behind him blinked red. Fault detected. He turned slowly, looking at the endless rows of people. They didn't move. They didn't age. Stasis. It was a ship. He found a hallway and followed it. Lights flickered on as he moved, guiding him like a nervous host. He passed a garden that grew without soil, a medical bay full of diagnostic machines, a vast viewing deck, stars wheeled silently beyond the reinforced glass. No Earth, no moon, just the abyss. It was hours, maybe days before he found the bridge. The AI, which introduced itself as Orion, took a moment to recognize him. Stasis failure, unscheduled reanimation, subject Daniel Reeves. Where are we going? He asked. Destination Kepler 186f, estimated time to arrival 127 Earth years. Daniel sat down hard. Why? Evacuation. Earth declared uninhabitable in 2139 due to ecological collapse. You were selected for the ARC initiative, preservation of the human species. I don't remember that. Standard protocol included neural immersion, simulated environment, mental stability during transit. The life he remembered, Sarah, the kids, the house, the job, was a construct, a dream fed into his sleeping mind, a life designed to keep him calm. He wasn't in his 30s. He was technically over a century old. His pod had malfunctioned. No one else would wake up until they reached their destination. The AI couldn't fix it. No backup pod. No way to go back to sleep. Daniel stood in silence, watching the stars. Somewhere behind him, thousands of dreams continued, unbroken, perfect illusions of a world that had long since burned away. He had two choices, madness or purpose. He chose purpose. In the days that followed, he explored every corner of the ship. He studied cryogenics, agriculture systems, astrophysics, anything to give his time meaning. He recorded logs, wrote messages for the people who would one day awaken. He kept their dreams alive by maintaining the systems that sustained them. Sometimes he cried. Sometimes he talked to Sarah or Emma or Caleb. They never answered. But the talking helped. Years passed. He stopped keeping count. And then one day, the ship's sensors chimed. A blue planet, lush living, loomed ahead. Kepler 186f. Orion's voice returned. Destination reached. Initiating revival sequence. He stood in the control room, older now, beard streaked with gray. He smiled. He knew who he was. He knew why he had woken up. He was humanity's first settler on a new world, a father, a guardian, a ghost from Earth's past, ready to guide its future.